What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome back to another glorious day in the MoJo Ninja Garage. And today, well, we're gonna take a little trip and we're gonna talk about a few things. Yeah, I know we've been talking a lot, but there's a reason for me talking to you guys and kind of giving you guys a heads up on what's going on around me. So I'm gonna do somewhat of a deeper dive into that. But let's go ahead, let's jump in the car and let's warm this thing up. So yeah, y'all, sitting out here letting the car warm up. So the bird just okay. But I feel like I owe you guys some more of a detail on some of the things that I was talking about in the last video. You know, we kind of had a conversation speaking on about the fact that I felt like I'm just having creator's block. And I blame it on a bunch of things that's happening around me. So I'm going to get into a few of those things. I'm not going to kind of flood the video with that stuff. But like I said, this is just me being transparent with y'all, letting you guys know what's going on around me. And something just came in the mail, which is a surprise. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. But for right now, I do want to give a shout out to @StephenJZ. And Demetrius McCall 83. I'm trying to read this stuff down. But I asked the question, man, and they specifically kind of answered the questions that I asked, for me, trying to give me an idea. So because of that, it's kind of the reason why I'm talking about this stuff, man. So also, when they did come in, man, I just gotta say, man, hey, look here, my brother. Those comments hit different, man, because it's good to hear stuff like that. It kind of it helps ease this thing out a little bit, man. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for answering that. But okay, so like I said, y'all know I got my cheat sheet, so I got to make sure I hit all my points because there's a lot going on up in this MoJo Ninja mind. But well, a few reasons as to why I called it creator's block. And it's just that over the past few years I've been moving pretty fast. So it's just like I've been kind of just hitting it hard in the mug, just trying to make sure I get my videos in, man. And this year has brought to light a few things that's been going on, and it's just like, god dang, man. And it's pretty much telling me, hey, I need to pump my brakes a little bit. So we're gonna get into a little bit of that. So what we're gonna do is take a ride out to a spot, set up everything, and then we're gonna start digging into this stuff, man. So let's do that. All right, fam. So right now we are at a different spot. I'm pretty sure this should look familiar to y'all, but this is gonna also give me an opportunity to test out to see how well this microphone works out in the open. So hopefully this is coming out good. Y'all gonna let me know. If not, I think I should be able to fix it in post. But let's get on with it. All right. So for the most part, y'all, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. I got a lot of stuff going on around me. And there's also a reason why I haven't really been doing too many installs here as of late, because I have an issue. So the issue that I have is, well, man, let me get into it, dude. I have an injury. Now, part of this injury is because of what I did in the military, but it's also because of something that I used to do years ago when I was in California. I lived in California. I was stationed in California, and I wound up moving to California for a little while to go through some training. Now, the training I went through We're gonna talk about a little bit later on in the video, but it'll make sense when I tell you about it. But basically what has happened is now I've been hit with a stressful decision that I have to make. So I have a complex tear to my right meniscus. It's on my knee. So most tears to your meniscus can be repaired. The one that I have, unfortunately, cannot be. So it's recommended that I get a knee replacement. So when I heard that, man, that was like, that freaking deflated the crap out of me right there. So I have a decision that I need to make. So what does this mean? This means I have to figure out what's my next, well, I've been talking to my doctor, so we're working through something right now to where I can kind of postpone that for as long as I possibly can, because if not, I'm not gonna be able to drive for a long period of time. I'm not gonna be able to do no installs. I can't have it, and, you know. And I like my mobility. When I talk about what I used to do in California, it's gonna make sense to you. So to say that this has been stressful is just it's pretty much putting it kind of light that, you know, I don't want any gaps or anything like that in the in my upload schedule, but it may have to be a thing, which is the reason why I did say that to you guys that I wanted to do that. Plus, I got to get my health together. Well, so there's that part of it. So that's really the main thing. But what I said earlier about having to slow down, when I say that, and I also said that there's something else that got brought into the light, and that is I done ran into some financial stuff, but you know, I'm gonna work through that. I got a lot of other things that I can do, and like I said, and to fit in with the goals that I have for the year, I do got some stuff that I do want to do. So now also, a lot of the things that I kind of set for myself to do has put an extreme strain on my financial situation. So I'm having to take a step back and do some careful planning and kind of figure this thing out. So like I said, the boy ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm gonna figure this thing out. I'm just hitting a few speed bumps, you know, a few speed bumps is okay. Just slow it down a little bit, and then when you get past the speed bumps, you'll be able to hit that gas again. All right, so like I said, me telling you all of this stuff is to try and put things into perspective. You can kind of see what I'm dealing with. Also, some of the hurdles you have to overcome if you're gonna get into this automotive content game, which I might be doing a video on that too, talking about that, because it's kind of tricky. So the game, y'all, the goal of all of this is to just shed a little light on what I'm going through and kind of let you guys know some of the reason why I may have to take a break and stuff like that. Because, you know, the goal is not to lose anybody, it's to gain people. But you know what I mean? I told y'all in the beginning I'm gonna be transparent, let you guys know what's going on. So that's kind of what it is. So I tell you what, let's get into some of the goals and stuff that I kind of have planned for the channel, or my new goal list. Let's get that going, and then matter of fact, we'll head back to the garage, and we'll put it on what I'm now gonna call my vision board. So let's head to the house, or let's head to the garage, and let's check that thing out. All right, y'all. So here we are. I knew I erased everything that was on this board that was on there before, and this is gonna be our let's see, 2025 vision board. All right, so the first thing we're gonna put on here is stuff that I'm pretty much already talked about at the beginning of the year. This is like at this point, and I think I have a direction I want to go for this year, so this is what we're gonna do. So number one thing, got my little list. We're gonna improve film quality. All right, so this is also something that we've actually already started on. So I ain't the best writer though. I ain't the best writer, but we started on that. Another thing is editing. editing quality. We started that as well. So as far as filming quality, I've upgraded my camera, upgraded all of my stuff. And as far as from my audio, the visual part of it, and editing, I've been trying to, try some new things. So we on our way on those. So another thing is God dog it, I can't talk. So for the car, this is something else that matter of fact, I'm gonna put this over here. All right, so for the car, one thing, first off, let me tell you guys something that I did take off the list. Okay, so I did take off the transmission swap. That was a little aggressive for something to do, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can save that for next year. Maybe I can do that then. I can start saving that for, because looking into it, it's going to be a whole lot of money to do that there, unless something forces me to move ahead on it a little quicker. But one thing I do want to do is, now that we got a new power level, I do want to improve our braking. Improve braking on the car. And another thing that I want to do is figure out a solution for my P0420 error. So that's in the making. I'm trying to figure that out, even though it's looking grim. Y'all seen the video last week, goodness, but I am working on that. So hopefully we can get that. Another thing is, let me put this on this side. Do more car meets. Now, I've started doing some car meets. I did actually miss one, but there was a reason for all of that. I couldn't make that one because, well, my wife had some work done, so I had to take care of the kids and take care of her at the same time. So I couldn't make that event. I wish I could have, because I really wanted to, because it sounded good getting some barbecue. But I want to do more car meets this year. I'm already on the roll. I've been kind of going to them consistently. I'm not trying to break that. So I'm going to keep that going. Another thing, I want to reach 5K subs by end of 2025. So I wrote it down. We got to make it happen. We're speaking it into existence. We got to do that there. And another thing that I want to do for the channel as well is get channel to support itself. So in order to do that, like I told you guys, I got to take some, I'm trying to figure this thing out, because like I said, I got to really get this money to get this transmission swap, because it's going to be quite pricey. So I got to figure out a way to make money, to try and, get it there. Stuff I'm going to try and do for the channel as well. So I got a few things in the works here, but that's a goal for me that I set. So this is also going to help out with my financial situation that I talked to you guys about. And what else? Now, this last thing that I want to do this year, this was motivated by a subscriber. So, well, first, let me tell you guys what it is. I want to improve the handling of the car. So, let's go over to the bench and let's talk about that part of it. All right, fam, so let's talk about this one. So I had a subscriber reach out to me, man. I mean, this cat is he's pretty much the definition of turning a negative into a positive. So I had a subscriber reach out, and he just told me that he said, man, he totaled his car. I was like, God dang, man, that's like some terrible thing to hear. I sure don't like to hear stuff like that, because I know what it's like when you invest time in the car, you spend time with it, you love your car, and then something happens. So that kind of sucks. But what he did say is that he had a part that he wanted to put on his car that he didn't have the opportunity to put on his car. So want to give a big shout out to Angel, man. Angel, dude. Again, I already told you a whole bunch of times already, man. But dude, I really appreciate you, thinking about the channel like that, man. Thinking about your boy, supporting the channel and giving me an opportunity to, add the part that he, sent. He sent me a part that he didn't get a chance to put on the car, and what he put on the car. I mean, what that part is hold on. Let me move the camera and show you guys on the bench what I'm talking about. All right. So he reached out to me, said, man, he wasn't using this for us. So I offered, I wasn't sure what he was trying to do. I said, man, if you want to, sell the part, cool. I buy the part. He was just like, nah, man, he wanted to donate to the channel and he wants to see it installed on something. So I told him, cool. So he sent me the white line. A white line. It's a bump steer kit. So basically it's replacement ball joints. Okay, replacement ball joints and tie rod ends. So now, what does this mean? This means that this is kind of, I was on the fence about lowering the car to improve the handling. Well, seeing as though he decided he wanted to send this to the channel, man, and send this to me, man. I really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is that pushed me to make the decision to go ahead and lower the car. So I'm going to lower the car, and we're going to install this after we lower the car. So now, all right, now, so to get this to make sense, so to install a part like this on the car, my car is not lowered. So the reason for having this like bump steer kit and you're adding this to your car is for when your car is lowered. So when your car is lowered, you whenever you lower the car, it messes with the suspension geometry to where basically you should have some sag on it whenever you lift the car up, but when you lower the car, it kind of flattens it out. So now it causes you to have a bit of a discrepancy of the geometry of the suspension in that area. So that's the reason why you would put a kit like this on your car, because the ball joint that this one comes with, I don't have the stock one to show you guys, but whenever we do install this thing, I'll show you guys then. But it's a tad bit shorter than this one. So it's shorter than this one, about that much. But this one, it has that extra height on there to try to give the suspension the same stockish feel as far as for movement. So that's the reason why you would add a kit like this. So for me to put this on, got to lower the car. So of course we're gonna lower the car, and I've been scoping out some coilovers that I want to get for the car. Whenever I get them, I'll let you guys know. So I'm working on trying to get those really quick here. But that's kind of what I wanted to let you guys know, that again, man, big shout out to Angel, man. Appreciate you sending this out, dog. We're going to get it installed, but in order for me to really get the actual use out of this thing, because if I put this on there with its stock, it's going to really throw the geometry of the suspension off, because it's going to be a little bit too low. So lower the car. We're going to put this on, and we're going to get the other supporting mods that we have to get as well in order to put that on the car. So that's pretty much what I got so far for goals for the year. I'm still trying to work it out. So that's what we got for this year, man. That's kind of what I got. I kind of set up goal wise up until this point. So let's continue this on. Let's head out to another spot real quick, and then we'll talk about a couple more things, and then we'll probably get ready to wrap the video up after that. But for right now, let's go ahead and let's head out to this next spot, and then we'll do a little bit more talking then. All right, fam. So let's talk about some other things that I actually got going on. So I got to spend that necessary family time, y'all. And what I mean by that is my son has gotten to that age where now it is time to start training him. So what you say? What you talking about training? What you about to train him to do? Well, now we about to get back. Now we about to get to that part in the earlier when we talked about the things I did in California. So, and that contributed to my problem with my knee and just some other things that I need to do to help me work on my health. So it's story time, baby. So check us out, man. So back in the day, your boy used to teach Kung Fu karate. Okay, I taught at a school in Vallejo, California called West Wind Kung Fu Karate. And the style is called Bok Fu. So, and Bok Fu means white tiger. So, I trained a lot, I fought a lot, I competed a lot, and with all of that, your boy was fairly decent. You know what I'm saying? So, I know when I did compete, I had the gold majority of the time. Oh my goodness, boy, what is going on? The sun is just tearing me up right there. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. But so. My son, he's 4 years old. He's about to be 5 years old. And I think now is a perfect time to start training him. So I'm about to spend some time training him on how to pass down all the knowledge that was passed down to me. I'm going to pass it down to him. So there you go. So I do need to make time for that. And that's got to be a consistent thing every week. So, this, like I say, this is my problem. But like I say, I'm letting you guys know what I got going on. Real talk, y'all. I love y'all. But I love being a father even better. So yeah, so like I said, I gotta try and work that time frame out. So while I'm figuring that out, I'm just letting you guys know what's going on. But I'm here for y'all too. So at this point, let's go ahead and we're gonna head back to the house and then we're gonna close this thing out. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I wasn't trying to make this a bum. I didn't want to bum out on this thing. I got an issue. I'm gonna get it resolved. I'm gonna figure it out. I think me and my doctor got something set up to where I think this is gonna work out to where I can still do my thing. Now, in that, I gotta do some other stuff too. So I'm gonna have to lose some weight, y'all. Gotta get back to the old me. So I got to take a little extra time to try and get my health together, get myself situated with this issue that I have with my knee. I got quite a bit going on right now. That's like I said, that's the reason why I haven't really been doing too many installs here lately. But I got an appointment on the 25th of this month. So, which means oh my God, that's going to be painful. But I'm going to get that done and kind of get on my way to my road to recovery. That way I can kind of get back down to business because I got quite a few things on the part shelf over there. I got some things that I need to get as well because like I told you guys, the plans that we got for the end of the year. So we're going to get that cracking. I'm in here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. I know y'all rocking with me, man, because y'all show me all the time when y'all holler at me, you talk to me, man. Y'all give me ideas, you helping me out. Dude, I really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all just don't know, dude. And stuff looks grim. I know I can count on y'all to kind of pick your boy up, man. So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So what do I say? So I guess I will wrap this one up, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other things in another video. I kind of want to do something a little, like I said, I'm trying to get out of the garage, even though I'm in the garage right now. But we did venture out a little bit, and we're going to talk from time to time, man. We try and get this thing. Like, I got a few other things set up. So that's going to be interesting, man. I think y'all going to like it, man. I think y'all going to like it. But, again, I want to say 2025, end of 2025, 5,000 subs, man. I know y'all going to help me out with it. And hey, man, also, man, make sure you destroy the like button, man. And subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, fam, peace.